got fraud. Every business does. Maybe it's little stuff like taking home office supplies or driving the company car to go pick up the kids. Or maybe it's more. But why do people do it? Keep watching to find out. There's lots of motivations behind fraud. Let's finish up our discussion with Terry Rich, the former CEO of the Iowa Lottery. He led a $16 million fraud investigation and busted the guy within his own organization. But why do people do it? Why take the risk? Well, first he said fraud gets a lot easier to do when there's not checks and balances. So don't have just one person in charge of signing the checks or keeping everything secure. Here's what else he had to say.
3 things that you have to be careful of in looking for internal fraud. Because hacking is the big thing. Everybody's worried about hacking today, but internal fraud is just as big, if not bigger, than external fraud. Number 1, financial need, financial desire, which means everybody wants more money when you work for somebody. But usually it's a gaming problem, an alcohol problem, a divorce, a credit card problem that tips people over the edge of thinking, no wonder I handle this money in my organization, how can I take it? But the second one is opportunity. So if, again, you write the checks and write the POs, you've got all the keys to the kingdom. Eddie Tipton had all the keys to the kingdom for this lottery draw machine. Then if you feel the financial need, you have all the opportunities, both of those are there. Now, there are a lot of people who have both of those in their lives that don't steal from an organization because of the third element of that triangle. That third element is rationale. And that's the rationalization. That's probably the hardest one to oversee because you can take the opportunity away, and that's really the key is separation of duties. And the financial need, you can't control people, employees, and what's happening sometimes in their home life. But rationalization usually comes if you see people who are working all weekends, they never take a vacation. That's a huge red flag. Or they just feel that I'm taken advantage of, I deserve this. Or, you know, I need to do this because my family thinks I'm doing well and I'm not, and I don't want to disappoint them. The rationalization is the hardest one, I think, as an employer to oversee. The other 2 are pretty easy. And the people, once they're busted, I think you'd agree, most of the CEOs would say, that's the last person I'd ever expect.
Yep.
That's the way you want to keep your eyes open.
Know your people. It's as simple as that. Fraud is happening right under your nose. So when you want to know more about how a hot dog, the internet, and Bigfoot help blow this case wide open, go to my website. If you want to know more than that, you can buy his book, The $80 Billion Gamble. You're going to love it. I'll see you next time.